Alright guys, so I've been watching a couple of these what if hypothetical scenario videos online and they got me interested in doing it myself. Obviously in the context of F1, so here's my first shot at what I hope to be a little mini series on this channel. So here it is. What if Mercedes never dominated the turbo hybrid era? Alright, so first let me explain what I mean here. So instead of the Merc car being as great as it was all those years, let's nerf it a little and put it in line or a bit behind the leading car of every single year. But before I head into my predictions of what could have happened, just keep in mind that these are all just my take and opinion on what could have been. Which essentially means it doesn't really matter because it never happened. This is all just for entertainment, no fancy stats, just all my opinion. Okay, so with that being said, I don't think Hamilton would have won 6 championships with Mercedes if he had a worse car. And I know there are people out there saying he could have, but I don't care. That's your opinion, make your own video. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like I said, I don't think he would have won 6, but I do think he would have won, and so would Rosberg have. I'll get into the details later, but for now we'll just stick to that. Of course, this situation would have made it less likely for Nico to win a championship at all, but I do think he had it in him, and at some stage he would have won regardless. Another thing is, Valtteri Bottas wouldn't have joined Mercedes when he did, because I don't think Nico Rosberg would have won in 2016, therefore he wouldn't have retired. So Bottas would have remained at Williams for a couple more years. That in my opinion would have helped Williams during their decline and would have made it less drastic. Okay, so let's get into who would have won what championship and when. So let's go back to our hypothetical 2014. Vettel being the reigning 4-time world champion, and out of nowhere, Hamilton, yes Hamilton, would have won the driver's title. Now yes, the Mercedes car in this hypothetical universe is worse, but I still think Lewis would have bagged that season due to his form and hunger for a second title. Daniel Ricciardo would have come in second in his first year at Red Bull, and Sebastian Vettel in third. The following year, Seb would come back and become a 5-time world champion, and bag his first with Ferrari. Kimi Raikkonen would be second, also with Ferrari, and Bottas at Williams would be third. This is about the time Mercedes starts to set their eyes on Bottas as a future driver, but he remains at Williams for now. In 2016, I don't think Rosberg would have won the title. Instead, Daniel Ricciardo would have swooped in and held the driver's title that year instead. Rosberg would be close, but not close enough, only managing second, and in third we would have the former champion Sebastian Vettel. Since Rosberg's goal was to win the Drivers' Championship, he didn't achieve that year, and I don't think he would have given up on his dream, therefore I don't think he would have retired that season. In 2017, however, I think Hamilton would have been disappointed with his 2016 season and come back to win that year's driver's title once again. Now, I'm not a huge Hamilton fan, but a driver with his skill and consistency, I think, would definitely have won at least once during this period, even with a noticeably worse Mercedes. In second, we would have had Nico Rosberg, and super close behind, we would have had Sebastian Vettel. I'd imagine that the 2017 season would have been a really close 3-way battle between them and ultimately result in the positions I just said. In 2018, Nico Rosberg finally achieves his dream and becomes a world champion, and also surprises everyone by retiring directly after, like he did in real life in 2016. In second, I think we would have had Sebastian Vettel, and again, I imagine that 2018 for Rosberg and Vettel would have been something like the 2016 season for Rosberg and Hamilton, a heated championship battle from start to finish. And in third, Ferrari would have been happy to see Kimi Raikkonen. However, that great result wouldn't be enough for Ferrari not to swap Kimi out for the 2019 world champion Charles Leclerc. Yes, his first year at Ferrari, his first world championship. Since Rosberg had retired, Bottas would have replaced him for the 2019 season and bagged the second position. And in third, the up-and-coming Max Verstappen would have had that place secured. Now 2020 rolled up and Max Verstappen has won his first world title, beating Hamilton to it in the final race of the season, and Valtteri Bottas would have come in third place. And now it's 2021 and the Verstappen-Hamilton battle continues once again. Obviously that's not how it went, but I think it would have been a thrilling 7 seasons to have watched. Of course we would have 3 new world champions, each with 1 title to their name now: Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Sebastian Vettel would be a 5-time world champion, equaling Juan Manuel Fangio, and Hamilton would only be a 3-time world champion. Now you probably noticed that 3 of the 7 drivers' titles went to Mercedes drivers, because like I said at the start of the video, the Mercedes car would now be just behind the leading cars in terms of R&D, and I still think Hamilton would have won 2 championships and Rosberg 1. They're both quality drivers, and I personally think that on a more level playing field, this is what the results would have been more like. Now, not dominating is a subjective term, and it could have meant that they had the worst car on the grid, but I think that this was the most semi-realistic option anyway, because of the budget Mercedes had all those years. But obviously that was all my opinion, and obviously a lot of your opinions will differ, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys think could have happened. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to help the growth of this channel. But on that note, I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope to see you guys next time.